Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's Daniel Harp here with 501 Disc Golf, joined by my good friend John Sanders.
What's up, 501?
We're going to do our best of commentating this finals match of the 2021 501 match play featuring John Strange and Michael Williamson.
Yeah, we got two hosses on the card today for sure.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Daniel Harp here, and we are here with the 501 match play finals for 2021. Michael Williamson versus John Strange. These two fellas have made it to the end after 72 total competitors, and we're getting started here at Persimmon Ridge Resort. All right, we're here on hole one. This is a new feature. If you haven't been out here recently, it's elevated. It's a very long hole one tee pad. And Michael going with a destroyer. Get used to hearing that.
Just a 510-foot hyzer shot. No problem for his arm.
And he almost aced it, quite honestly. He was a little short. Hyzered out there at the very end. And you see John getting lined up here with his forehand look. There you go.
Good angle for sure.
A little unlucky with that last little, we'll call it a persimmon tree.
Still got a chance, though.
A little bit of nerves, you think, John?
Oh, yeah. Definitely a little bit of nerves, but at least he missed on the high side.
Right.
On the pole. Let's
Yep.
go, Michael.
Good cleanup. Got some info for you guys. Michael's putting with a dagger.
What's
And
John putting with?
It's actually an EV7.
Okay.
Shout out Drew Gibson.
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell myself not to leave it in my bag because sometimes we'll take the car, you know?
And here we're on hole two. You got a big hyzer down the hill to the right. You got a OB cart path to worry about down there. Or you've got a left line. Forehand maybe. Also a cart path to worry about.
Man, this course was made for Michael.
Mm-hmm.
That is perfect.
Yeah, I've seen him play once in person beforehand at Heineman, and just the distance and control, accuracy, he's got it all from the tee usually.
Yeah, next level.
And John flirting with that out of bounds, but
Trust
he gets
in that
the angle.
stability, yeah. Ooh. Smart play, though. If beforehand's your game, man, you can chop this hole up fast.
Yep, and an equally good second shot there. He's going to get it on the flat side. He's got a downhill backdrop behind the tee. It's an elevated basket as well, so that's something to worry about.
There's a lot of wind out here today.
You know, it was pretty breezy. They were battling with it all day off the tee and on the putting green. And if you've played at Persimmon Ridge, the wind on the putts are the real deal, which you're going to see with a smart layup from John there.
Yeah, anytime there's competition out there, there's 12 to 15, guaranteed.
Yep. A little early to be running those putts. These guys played it safe and wisely.
Yeah, smart play for Michael. He's already got it. Got the lead by one. Why
Right.
not hold on to it through this one?
I also think they didn't want to hit Chris back there on the catch cam. They were trying to be considerate.
Got to take care of our boy.
All right, hole three, 675 par 4. It's a long one from this long tee. Really, I mean, what's the play? Get up and towards the short tee pad?
Yeah, if you can get past it down there on the flat, that's perfect. But up there is just as good.
And Michael doing it with another Halo Destroyer.
Same thing he threw backhand with on hole two. That's impressive.
And John going to take the similar route there with the forehand.
Similar disc too, right?
That's it.
Dang.
He got a little, you can't see it on the camera there, but it's a little unfortunate lie. A little downhill for John. Michael's
Yeah.
going to have it a little flatter here.
Smart, just throw it to the trees, crash it down, maybe get a look at three.
And you know what? That was exactly his plan, but he told us after the fact, you can see it there, it almost went OB left.
Yeah,
It fought
went
through,
through
didn't
a
hit a
lot.
single tree. And he's fortunate there. He's at least pin high.
That's a good looking line. It just needs to get down under those branches. Ooh.
Catches that last tree there before it had a chance to skip up towards the green. He's going to be left with a tough, he's going with an Anheuser kind of turnover flick shot with a putter.
Interesting for sure.
It's a tough line from there. You know, you've got a low ceiling, you've got a lot of trees to deal with, and Michael's not got a great line either.
Nah, he had a bit at it.
Yeah. I didn't see it from that angle actually until watching it now. He really did have a little tunnel there.
That's going to give Michael an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. And Michael cashes in.
Nice. That's a good one to get because that's a good forehand hole.
Yep.
John played it well. He just got unlucky with that approach.
And that puts him to 2 up. So Michael's feeling good through 3 holes. You know, he's got that feeling going. Here he is with another destroyer.
Yeah, not a lot of people dumping over destroyers, but this
No.
guy can do it.
Not too many, and he does it.
But you know, the miss to the right's not bad. That's where I
Yeah.
try to miss. You can't miss left.
Well, you can see with John's shorts there. There's a touch of headwind. If you don't have the angle control perfect, it may do that. And John takes a lesson from Michael's drive, tries to keep it a little lower. I think a little too low than what he wanted.
Yeah, safe play though. You still got plenty of distance. Yeah, I want to see this forehand.
And it skips off the cart path into that last big tree. If it would have missed that, he really would have gained some ground there. Just an unfortunate kick off the cart path.
Best part about having a big hyzer is this shot right here. Oh, it's a little low out of his hand though.
It sure was. And he was calling the big hyzer to crash into the green, and it got just sucked in by a branch on this tree.
And that's what it is.
We got some coverage of it. Yeah, it took a few minutes to get it out, but you know what? We got it.
This is something you get pretty good at.
Yeah, he ended
at
up
percentage.
climbing after it. In my notes here, John was a good guy. He said, I know you're out, but he was exhausted. I mean, Michael was just totally zapped from climbing that tree. He said, I'll go ahead and take my upshot, and he does this.
Well played. That's
Yep.
how you got to do it. That low ceiling skip shot.
Yeah.
Filthy.
So that was John's third. This is Michael's third coming in, trying to get up towards the green and is catching more cabbage. At this point, it's run it. He knows where John is. I mean, what are you going to do?
A3 to the basket.
Yep, Prodigy A3.
Ooh.
And he missed it by less than a foot to the right.
That's smart though. John's going to tap that in. You got to take a crack at it.
Yeah.
All right, John's. Well, I guess he's got to make this to get on the board.
Absolutely brutal.
Obviously, I did not watch this hole.
There's
That's
going
tough.
to be a lot of surprises. Up into just mutes it out. John ended up still winning the hole. Actually, he was an extra
Even though I
stroke
got you
because
too.
Michael was back in those trees.
Okay,
on
yeah,
his-
you're
on
right.
his
So he
fourth
still
shot,
got
yeah.
he still got on the board.
He still got it. Just a little frustration there, but hole 5 very birdieable,
Yeah, this
especially if
one's-
you have a forehand. This is one you really want to get. John just a little low, but catches a nice flare skip. He's
Is that
gonna have a look
short
at
or?
it. It was short. Yep.
Okay. A3 again. Oh, come on, baby, dance.
Good little catch cam switch there. He overcorrected a little bit based on John's shot, and thankfully didn't kick left. So he's got a great putt at it.
Nice putt,
Dang.
Michael.
And there was another card across from us on hole 6 coming down the hill. Didn't catch it in the coverage, but Michael did a great job just taking his time and not being distracted and reset and made a good clutch putt. That's
He
not
really
a gimme
did.
by any means.
No, it's not at all. Especially match play, dude. Every putt is a pressure putt, it feels like.
Hole 6, we're going downhill. This is a bomber. If you got a backhand hyzer, you want to get this shot.
And we're Halo Destroyer here all day.
Oh, yeah, both guys.
Let's go.
I stopped writing it, actually. I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure they're throwing Halo Destroyers on almost every hole.
Perfect height. Well played. Maybe a little deep.
He's pin high about 20 right. Oh, we're going to get a little form check here. Check it out. John Strange.
Man, he is focused on his
He is.
target.
And Michael also with the Halo Destroyer. Same gap, same line.
Let's go.
And we thought it was going in.
That looked good.
If it looked like it disappeared, it kind of did. You'll see in a second.
Pay attention to this, guys. He throws far. You know, he probably babied that too. That's just a chip shot.
I have to imagine he did.
Yeah.
I really do. And John really working that EV7. If you haven't seen where Michael's lie is quite yet, yeah, just look up. It's right there in the bush.
Let's go. Great putt by John Strange.
Very clutch putt.
Man, this is looking to be a heater.
Mm-hmm. Solid push. And we're already through 6. Hole 7 uphill. This one's a tough one. John, what's your play on this? Because this is a pro hole right here.
I learned from Michael. He throws a Thunderbird here, so I started throwing the getaway and now the evader.
Maybe disc down a little bit instead of your normal high-speed driver. And John going with the forehand here of sorts. He makes the initial gap. It turns a little bit, but it doesn't get too far left into the cabbage. He's actually pretty along the lines of that left fairway.
A little early release.
Yep.
That's a tough place to be over there.
That's not what you want to do.
Yeah, this is really the only place where this gets real hard.
Yeah, when you've got to navigate your X step with a little dip to get through the trees like he did there, it's really tough. I mean, really tough.
Yeah, it's important to get through that initial gap, and then you can play it for 3 or 4.
Now, Michael throwing his third shot from here. He puts a ridiculous Anheuser angle because he has to go so high. And you can't really tell from this angle. It was a pretty good out.
Yeah, I thought it was nice too. I know that hole pretty well. He got lucky with that gap, having it, but hitting it's the special part.
And this one from John, this is where after the round he said his momentum really turned around.
Yep.
He has this standstill look, and that's his second shot, and Michael's already thrown his third. So he's really,
Come on.
he's one down. He's feeling the momentum here. Michael's just short on that jump putt.
Giving yourself a shot at this green feels phenomenal because 5 and 6 are getters, and then you get to this one and you catch this one running into a par 5.
Already broke it to him.
Man, it gets better.
Yeah. So that's a great point by John to bring it to all square going into hole 8. John, I've seen you do crazy things on this hole. Par 5, 1,000 feet. It's quite a bit downhill. Yeah. There's eagle opportunity here
all day, especially for these guys that throw big, especially for Michael. Maybe he can get one back here. We'll see. What a great pull.
And there's a bit of headwind on this hole coming off the tee. A Halo Calvin Destroyer for John, and it works out well.
Now, he's not throwing his normal Halo. He's doing something different. Is that green one that flipped on 4?
This is the same green one that flipped on 4, and it does the same thing to him. Unfortunately, stays OB.
Man, that was not supposed to turn.
Yeah. That one was not supposed to turn, but he's got a shot here from 3.
Come on.
And he threw the same disc, and it didn't turn like he expected it to from the last shot. Just ultimately frustrating when you throw something and you see it do one thing, and then you throw it again, assuming it's going to do that same thing, and it doesn't.
Man, that's that mental part to the game.
So John here with his second shot, and he's just playing a great placement forehand. Maybe leaves him 150, 200 feet.
Man, that's the way you play it. Play it for 4, and you're not losing a stroke, right? Or you're not losing a hole. You know, you go for the 3 you're risking.
Yeah. And here Michael is for his 4th shot.
That looks good.
And it's a great controlled up shot. I love how you can hear the Persimmon jams all the way from the pro shop up there on the hill.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's something really special. Anywhere on the course, you can hear that music coming through.
It echoes across that hill, dude. I love it. So making John at least make this putt,
right.
Putting a little pressure on a 12-footer. I've missed some. It happens. He's doing what he can.
And that thing flirted with skipping right.
Ooh, yeah.
but
Where it's at.
maybe it's the EV7.
I don't think there is.
Man, it's those nerves, you know? And just him making that putt in match play
Yeah.
makes that 12-footer.
It's a big putt on an elevated basket to get a point. So John's 1 up going into hole 9, sponsored by the P4 All-Stars represent.
Let's go. Man, he's got a good backhand,
Yes,
too.
he
He's not
does.
just a forehand dominant
He
player.
got the full flight out of that one. I mean, if you've played this hole, there's this, it's an old, sand rough that he landed in, and it's a perfect spot to land in. Michael just a little low. Out of the hand, just a little low.
Yeah, seems like the momentum swings in favor of Strange for sure right now. But Michael can get it back. A good shot here would do it.
Yeah, going for that up and over, we had a little bit of left to right wind, and he just didn't, he didn't quite account for it, or just maybe a little early release, and it ends up fading right for him in the bushes.
What a great drive.
And John saw what happened with that wind and puts it really far left and almost overdoes it. So they both kind of set themselves up with equally bad shots on either side of the basket. So John is just absolutely in jail back here behind the basket.
Pitch out, get the 4, and see
Yeah.
what Michael does.
And he tries and hits an edge of a rock. Just not what you'd expect. Michael actually had a little better of a look here on the side.
Come on. And he's still got a chance to stay in it. Oh, man, great bit.
Yep. I mean, with the low ceiling, small gap to hit,
That's right.
that's a tough one to expect to make, but he gave it all he had. Michael misses the chance to get a point there, just hitting high off the rim.
That's got to help John, man. He had the
Yep.
momentum. He had an opportunity to lose it right there. You know, things worked out in his favor, and he just gets to keep going.
And that's a push on hole 9, y'all. Into hole 10.
We love this hole.
We love this hole.
What a great addition.
Absolute tunnel shot. John's going with the flex forehand play. This has got to be something overstable, and he just crams it. Catches little cabbage, slows him down. I mean, he's 45 feet.
Yeah, he has a shot at it for sure. Mike with that Warden.
That is. Going with the putter off the tee, it's a smart play because usually you can get something to just go straight and fade, but off left, early release, what have you, that's the danger of this hole.
Yeah, you need a gap bad.
And that was looking good until, you always say that, that was going to be great until it hit that last tree.
Yeah.
So Michael for 3, still close to where John's drive landed. And the momentum is all John at this point.
Yeah,
you can just feel it at this point. He's laying up for a point.
Smart.
He's already 1 up. Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, that helps going into this back stretch, man. Being able to pitch up and still get the stick is nice.
Getting that momentum, especially, I mean, hole 11's one of the tougher ones with the early OB. You've got to make it across this cart path, and it's uphill the whole way. It's a placement shot off the drive, and John's not happy with his out of the hand. And that's exactly why. Catch it on the catch cam, didn't quite get over that initial cart path. The wind here was a huge factor. It was swirling. It would be a headwind one moment, it'd be a tailwind the next. It was really hard to distinguish what was going to happen to your disc 200 feet down the fairway. And on John's 3rd shot from the drop zone, he puts it in the perfect placement zone. Doesn't try to go crazy. There's a big hyzer over the OB cart path to the right, but he keeps it safe. Similar to what Michael's going to try to do here on his 2nd shot. Just play it safe, keep it wide right, but he also keeps it far enough back behind these next level of trees that he has options. He can go forehand through the middle here, which he just does it a little low, or he could go big hyzer right.
Yeah, the big hyzer shot, maybe in hindsight.
I was a little surprised to see him go with the forehand.
And he's going to try to get close and catch that par. And well played.
Got that Prodigy A3
That's
again.
that A3, man, yeah.
He's got it on a string.
And look, John went OB, but going where Michael went, I've been over. That's usually where I am, and that's a tough place to get out of. I love the forehand play John threw, but just a little early.
Push. Yeah, it's hard that, right? Yeah.
And we're pushing. Hole 12. Oh shoot, there I am. I was in the birthday cart for Seawolf. Almost hit him. That's it for this first half, y'all. We'll see you in the next round. Part 2.
Let's go, 501.